Good morning, everyone. Welcome to HKBU. It's really great pleasure to see so many young faces, smiling, energetic, come to HKBU. Okay, we hope that you enjoy the opening today. And here, actually, I introduce myself. Okay, I'm Dr. Kristen Lee. I am the faculty member of Computer Science Department, Hong Kong Baptist University. I'm going to be the MC of today's events and also later on brief you the competitions. So let me show first the rundown of this event. So we are going to have the opening first by Professor Jiming Liu. And after that, we are going to have a 3 keynote talk. Okay, so after the keynote talk, we are going to brief you the detailed requirement and submissions about the competition. So followed by that, you can feel free to ask any questions if you want. Okay, so yeah, welcome to this AI Hong Kong OpenCup 2022. So first of all, may I invite Professor Jiming Liu, the Dean of Science, Chair Professor of Computer Science, to give us an opening speech. Professor Liu, please.
Thank you very much, Kristen. Good morning, everyone. Also, just want to say hi to the students, the teams in the other rooms. I know there are lots of people online as well. So today we are very happy to welcome you all to HKBU, Hong Kong Baptist University. For those of you who are familiar with HKBU, BU actually is the home of many brilliant AI scientists and also data scientists. So throughout this event, you get a chance to know them closely. So this is actually, as far as I'm concerned, this kind of history in its making, because this is a kind of events first time I have participated, AI for Hong Kong. And the theme of this event is especially important and also time critical because it's related to sustainable development goals. As we all know, there are 17 of them. So we are now at almost the midpoint of judging the progress that we have made regarding the SDG. So in that sense, this event is particularly timely. So hopefully, because we are dealing with the grand challenges, right? So hopefully, with all our collective efforts, our wisdoms, we will be able to think about some creative solutions. As we know, this time we focus on 4 challenges, from climate to health, from education to smart communities. So obviously, some of you would immediately think, this will require lots of advanced technology, such as AI, right? Obviously, AI is the most faster developing technology today, right? To some of you, maybe think, AI would definitely provide very useful tools. That's for sure, right? But to me, I think AI is more than just a technology. It also provides a kind of a way of paradigm shift, a kind of a ways of thinking outside the box. So this is actually the opportunity for all of us to think creatively and outside our conventional norms, right? So I hope this is actually, we are actually in the right place at right time and also working on the right theme with the right technology. Okay, so I hope all of us, all the teams, whether you're from high schools or from universities or from industry, you would all enjoy this event. Of course, throughout this event, as our thanks to the hard work, all the efforts of our organizing teams, there will be different milestones. But today is the most important thing. The major milestone, because you have already showed that you are ready for this contest. And also, you have formed the teams, right? This is, to me, I think it's kind of a well begun is half done, right? So hopefully, you will have a very rewarding experience and also very fruitful outcomes. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our co-organizer, Hong Kong Society for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, and in particular, our very supporters, all kinds of supporters from the global agencies such as UNESCO, Hong Kong, and also the industry leaders, for example, NVIDIA, Huawei, Tangshan, Microsoft, and so on and so forth, as well as some professional bodies such as IEEE and ACM. So, and last but not least, I want to thank my colleagues, all the teams who are here today. Without you, we won't have this grand event. Thank you all very much and enjoy yourself. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor Liu. Please remain on stage. Okay, we are going to invite our speakers to have the souvenir. Before that, I also want to introduce our organizing committee to you. Okay, as mentioned by Professor Liu, we have Professor Xu Jianliang here, our department head of computer science. We have also Professor P.C. Yun. Okay, and we have Dr. Huang Xin. And we also have Professor Y.W. Lan. Thank you very much. So now may I invite our honorable guests to come to the stage to have a souvenir. So may I first invite Dr. Jason Huang, Senior Researcher at Hong Kong Research Center Huawei, and also Ms. Kiki Lan, Technology Strategic Planning Manager, Hong Kong Research Center Huawei, to be on stage to get the souvenir from us, please. Yeah, we are going to have a photo. Yeah, please come to the center of the stage. Yeah. Thank you very much for your great support. Huawei also is our main sponsor of the event this time. Thank you. Please be seated. And next, may I invite Dr. Charles Zhang, Deputy Director of NVIDIA AI Technology Center, Hong Kong, to be on stage to have the souvenir and the photo, please. Charles also alumni of HKBU. Thank you. Please be seated. Last but not least, may I invite Mr. Andy Fong, the lead of SDG Campus, Hong Kong Institute of Education for Sustainable Development, to be on stage to get the souvenir and the group photo, please. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Professor Liu. Please be seated. So now it's our group photo time. So we are going to take a group photo of all the beautiful young faces, all the participants in this room, and also from the other rooms that we are streaming the Zoom. Okay, so may I invite every one of you to be ready to have your most beautiful smile. Our cameraman will be here to take the photo from the stage. And also for the other rooms, we have the helpers. Okay. We have helpers in other rooms. Please, the helpers also take photo of other rooms. So in the end, we will put all the beautiful faces together. So may I invite also the students on two sides, come into the middle, because the camera is not wide enough to include all the students on the side. So please find some empty seats in the middle, okay, so to be included in a nice photo. Hi. Yeah, so in the middle, please also, students on this side, please come to the middle side here. Yeah, here. Would you please come here to sit in the empty seats in the middle, in the front rows? 係，我哋左右兩邊嘅同學，可唔可以入到中間呢邊吉位去坐啊？咁就呢邊仲有好多吉位嘅。So we do have some seats here available for you to come. Yeah, please come to a bit in the front. 我们两边的同学，麻烦你们到中间这边来坐，可以吗？还有后面这边有一些同学，麻烦可以到中间这里来吗？谢谢。坐前一點吧，坐前少少啦，呢度。我哋好想啊，冇位啊。呢度我哋最中意坐第一行。好，坐，中間都可以坐。咦，係咪呢度有一個位我可以坐？So may I also invite the helpers in different rooms in other classroom in this building to take photo of the class in the other classrooms.
Are you ready? Everybody okay? Yes. I will take 3-4張嘅，因為 take 3 or 4 shots. Face to my camera, okay? Smile, okay?
We are going to take a 3 or 4 shot. Smile. Okay.
Ready. First one. Okay. Ready? One more. Another.
我哋影張係啊，開心啲。Yes.
開心啲，happy 啲。
Cheers. Cheers.
One more.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, now it's time to enjoy our keynote talk. Okay, the first keynote talk is about innovation and education for sustainable development 2030. So our speaker, Mr. Andy Fong, the lead of SDG Campus, Hong Kong Institute of Education for Sustainable Development, will give us a speech. So first, I would like to introduce our speaker, Andy. So Mr. Andy Fong is the lead of the SDG Campus and also certified Sustainable Development Planner. He is responsible for design training programs and ESG SDP report service in Hong Kong and mainland China. The clients are included the business sectors from service, finance, electronic manufacture, education, tourism, technology, environmental protection, catering, and insurance. In recent years, a series of training courses related to SDG and the ESG report have been developed. It is not traditional classroom training, and it is an innovation program which is helping the entrepreneurs and also transform their current ESG strategy to success and report improvement. So, Andy, please.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Andy Fong. I'm representing HIEST. They just mentioned about Hong Kong Institute of Education for Sustainable Development. And also, this is our pleasure to have a chance to share about SDG information, about the message to all of you here today. So today, my presentation is included 3 parts. Before that, I want to introduce once a little bit more about our institute. First of all, we are not a new institute in Hong Kong, believe it or not. Like back to 2003, that you will find that we are the one in Hong Kong to kick off the program and try to be promoting about the sustainability. At that moment, honestly, maybe it's not that hot topic like now, right? So we have still be patient. Okay, be patient. And I'm the one who is getting into this industry since 2008. But but back to 2008, still a lot of people they will think about what is this? What is related to my business? What is related to my education development? But today I'm going to telling you sustainability about the sustainable development goal is related to all your students here and everyone here in the world, not only some specific organization or institute. So I hope today, if you are the first time to hear about the SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, or even though you heard about this term many times before in this past 1 year, I still want to give you some more idea and the message to let you to walk through, to move forward, in your, career life, okay? So today I got 3 parts here. The first part, I have a little bit introduction about the SDG background. And then we have the second part is talk about ESD. Education for Sustainable Development. We have a little bit foundation highlight here. At the same time, we talk about STI, Science, Technology, and Innovation. This is a very, very important that for everyone, for all, enterprise, for, all the student, and even though to the teacher, we need it. Okay, we need it. But how you work with the SDG? I'll try to give you some idea there. Okay. So, as I said, this is not a new thing. Sustainability. So, UN from 1972 until now is a many years. Okay, almost like half a century there. Okay, but today I want to highlight 2 things. Okay, no matter any platform you heard about SDG before or UN before or sustainability before, I want to give you 2 messages from the following slide. First of all, we are starting about the idea about the first, the environment conference back to 1972. Okay, why is so success? Okay, why I say success? Because they have more than 169 country. The leader of the country committed they will be following those. The goal and then the principle, or even though a lot of a bit different requirement. But how they're going to be started is very critical. I study it. Though some information to telling us why they are becoming so success. Okay, I want to tell you what I found out here now. Okay, first of all, they have of course back to Stockholm. They have a declaration which contained 26 principles. Very important when you're doing your project, when you're doing your meeting. Okay, when you're opening your own company or your own enterprise. You have to be set up some principle. For your peoples to work. So they have a 26 principle. And one thing I want to make it clear here today. Sustainable development is not only talk about environmental protection. No. What they're going to say? From the General Assembly, okay, they talk all about related to the human. Okay? So their standing point is from the human, not not only like focus to the environmental protection. So don't mix it up, because until today, some of my students, or even though some people, they still talk about sustainability. You know, I do a lot of green. The action in my home, like in my company. Not only about that. Of course, it's important that, but it's not only. It's very important that to let you know. So the angle is from where? From the human. Okay, we try to be careful from the human. So they have when you see the slide, maybe a bit small here. They have an action plan. They have a principle. They have an action plan too. What's the action plan about? Very important. They do the global environmental assessment program called Watch Plan. For me, I will put observe. Or better put it observe, because they keep observing for different locations, for different countries. So they find out the baseline. Same as you. When you're trying to open your own AI company or the technology company, please make sure that you have your own baseline about the people, about the resources, about the technology. Make the baseline clear. Okay, they did it. Okay, they even put on the action plan the first point. Second, they do the environmental management activity. They measure, after the measurement, they're trying to be host activity in the world, more than 100, okay? At the same time, they're trying to do the assessment and then find the outcome. Okay, we need the progress. You can imagine back to 1972, the first the conference, they have that idea. They are not come to take a picture. They are not come to pick the trophy and then get some speech and to go. No, they they really endorse, and then they really, establish their action plan to their country. That's why they have the action plan is very important to make them success. Okay, because they have a good kickoff there. At the same time, you will see they have, the 109 recommendation. The recommendation is not only talk about the environmental, or even though the environment there. It's talk about what? Human. 109. I found it. I counted. It's about 94. Okay, of the recommendation is related to the human. Okay, so when you're going to, kick off your project or even to establish your own company enterprise, please put the angle from where? Human. Okay? Very important there. Okay, so after 1972, until the time go to the New York again, back to New York again. The UN building, very, 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 very beautiful. And you see the East River there. Okay, and then until 2000, okay, of course, during the 1972 to 2000, they have another 1-2 conference there. But the things like, I want to put some highlight here today to let you know, we only have a principle, has an action plan. It's not enough. We need to let the whole world understand our language. That's why they make an MDGs, make an 8 goal. Okay, today you hear about many times about the SDG 17, right? They have a 17 goal. Many of my students, they are very familiar, okay? And they come back to me say, I know about those goals, and the detailed target too. But you know where they come from 2000. We don't, at the very beginning, we have 8 goals only, okay? But I'm not going to walk through those 8 goals to you. But I want to let you know, we are not come of a sudden, okay? We come by the very good roadmap here, okay? But today I want to highlight one goal to you. When you go back here, you will see those 7 goals. The 8 goal is a very obvious related to human. Okay, from number 1 to number 6, we all talk about the human. Okay, only number 7 we're focusing to the environment. Okay, but the thing is like the environmental sustainability. But the thing is like, how are we going to make a success? This is the second things I found out why they becoming very success. Because they make a goal to call as a partnership, global partnership. Nobody can doing alone success. No country can doing alone success. We have to do it together. So that the target, they have a different target there. Okay, and I pick target 8F to let you see. In cooperation with the private sector, it means the organization to organization, or the government to government, make a valuable benefit of new technology. Remember, back to 2000, the year 2000, they have that idea. Especially what? Especially about the information and communication. Can you imagine? Nowadays, everyone very rely on their mobile, right? The communication apps, platform to communicate with their friend or at work or even those for study. But the people back to 2000, they don't even have a smartphone yet. You still have analog. So you can imagine that the organization, the unit, UN, they have a very good, team. They have a very good, structure to develop of those, the goal for the people to know about where you should focus. Okay, so you can imagine like from the goal number 8, the global partnership for development, which is mean we have to be open up of our technology, just like today. Okay, we have an AI Hong Kong Cup here, right? So 2000, of course, we have our different goal content there, but it's not enough. We have keep improve, and we have to do the continuous improvement every day, right? So until 2015, okay, we have what? We have a 2030 agenda coming up. Okay, at the same time, 17 sustainability goal is establishing there. Okay, and we have a 169 target. Remember, when you do the project, you should have your what? Objective, right? You should have your target set up very clear, and everyone can understand and follow. So this is the good milestone. For UN to make it has a good progress. Okay, we have a 17 goal, 169. The detailed target there. But today I'm not walk through. Very detailed one by one, and otherwise you will sleep here anyway. So I will pick one, goal number 4, very related to everyone here, because you're the one of the stakeholder from education industry. Okay, so what they said: ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote long life learning opportunity for all. Okay, long life. Opportunity for all. This is a very long life learning. It's very important. So, from the SDG 17, we pick one of it here, and let you know we have to make our education, okay, ESD, education for sustainable development. We have to make our education development here. Let more like the different level of age, we have a chance to study. In Hong Kong, is it has a difficult year? In some country, yes, of course. Okay, even though in some Asian country, Southeast Asian country, they're T2 city. They don't even have a policy to let the children to go to the primary school. Okay, but that's why we have to be do more like development there. At the same time, 4.3, what we're going to say, we have to provide affordable education. Okay, very important. At the same time, we have to be care about the youth and adult too, both the relevant skill, and then regarding included the technical and the vocational skill for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. Very important. So I will be here to encourage you guys. No matter what you do, what kind of industry or in the future, you have to be what? Share your knowledge. You have to be teaching, or even though you have to keep learning about the new skill. In your life. Okay, and also today we're going to pick one of the target 4.7. Very important that we have to let everyone know about the sustainability. Knowledge. Very important. Even though now, as I just mentioned to all my friends, saying that not only the college or even the university, our organization even go to the primary school and then the middle school or even high school to let them know they have a right to understand about the sustainability knowledge and the skill. Okay, on their learning path. When we talk about this SDG, I try to make a different category to let you know more clear. Like if you talk about life, if you talk about the economy or social development, you can pick different kind of goal and see the detail, right? But today, I will let you know those 17 goals cannot be moved forward without the STI, science, technology, and innovation. I'm not kidding. So the technology for us is very important. We have a science to do the research or the development there. At the same time, we need the people who has an innovation program to let our education industry, let all industry has a breakthrough. So no matter what, from that typical three pillar, the economy SDG, social SDG, or environmental SDG, we all need about what? STI to supporting us. Okay? So AI is one of the content that we have to be care. So I hope you guys when you're going to be learning about the SDG 17, at the same time you can pick your own category. At the same time you will well use of the STI to move forward. At the same time, we talk about what? We talk about education. Education, we need technology. We need it. Why? Like today, we have people to come over here, right? At the same time, we have people to join us through by the what? Through by the internet. So we need the technology to expand of our contribution, to expand of our what? To expand of our work, to let them know. So what we need to do, what need to be done? It's always talk about what? It's always talk about the learning outcome. This is many of our education partner, the educational partner told me, Andy, we have to talk about what? Learning outcome. We have to measure of our student, what they have, what kind of, what's the outcome they bring here. And the learning content, we have to keep updating there, right? Of course. But one thing I want to mention today is about the environment. The learning environment, very important. Not about we have a decent location, like we have an aircon, we have the proper chair, and then even the table. No, we talk about the environment to learn about the sustainability things. Okay, we need the element integrate to your campus. Okay, you will find out when I walk in, I find some different element. It's talk about the sustainability. It's very good development here. So please treasure it. Okay, and trying to be what? Establish the proper environment for your guys, for your own to be learned. Okay. And also to develop of our SDG 17, we need what? We need STI, of course. And we need education, right? We need a good education to educate people to move forward or even move faster or being more efficient. Education is one of the elements, it's one of the channels, it's one of the tools you should know, you should be used. Okay? When you have your own team, you need your teammate enhance their skill and the knowledge. Okay, to meet the target. At the same time, if you have your own company, you still have to be enhanced of your staff education or even the knowledge and the skill to what? To make your business move forward. Okay, so it's very important that the ESD it can be injected to the school. It can be injected to what? To the enterprise too. Goal number 4 is very clear to talk about ESD for 2030 aim to build a more just and sustainable world through strengthening ESD and contributing to the achieve 17 SDG. Back to the page when I just show you here, they have a different category, right? Pick your own category and then come back here and build your objective. Very important. We need to what? We need SDG 17, have to be into the policy, learning environment first, and the capacity building for all educators, and the empowerment and the mobilization for the young people and the local level action. This is a very clear objective to net everyone to following there. Okay? And at the same time, of course, for the ESD, as I said, we need technological future. We need it. We are learning now through by the what? Lecture, in the classroom, right? Still. But in the future, I'm not kidding, maybe we don't need any teacher anymore one day. Why? We can learn everything from what? From the internet. We can learn anything. I'm not kidding. The people I always saying that maybe the teacher have to be find another exit to be enhanced of our level then. But the thing is like what? Technology is a very important for us to move forward. That's why even though included education, we need technological future to make sure that our way to move forward at the right direction. Last section, I want to share some information to you is about the STI. STI is we have a guidebook. We have a guidebook to let you know why it's so important to SDG. In the very beginning, I was mentioned about UNESCO. They have a good development at the very beginning, right? They have an action plan. They have a good principle, clear, and make people easy to understand. At the same time, why they're becoming very, very successful in the world on this topic? Because they do the good things about what? National Development Plan. Okay? They make a national STI plan. At the same time, they have a national SDG plan. It's not only the terms. You can imagine. They're trying to encourage the country leader to turn, the principle as a policy. Okay, when your staff will be following, their working instruction, when they have a policy. Okay, so that very important that we need to build up our the national development plan. A lot of country they committed. At the same time, the national STI plan is also a lot of country they joined because they need it. They want to find the exit and enhance of their the citizen there. So they need STI. On the different kind of, on the different goal development, they still need it. Okay, and of course, the third one, national SDG plan, is mean they putting, the national plan with the STI plan and then the SDG plan together, come together, very important. Okay, so this is one of idea to let you know why the SDG is how we work with the STI together. Because at the backbone, we have a national development plan trying to assist us to be success. And also we have a key element there. We need to, have a growth driver, okay, to make sure that we have a good strategy there. We have a good, the policy framework there. At the same time, we need to have a continuous, the action plan there to make sure that we have an improvement. So we need to do the informed by evidence. Very important that we need to trying to do some more assessment there. We need to find out. We need to find our the baseline to know where we're going to be start and where's the next level we aim to. Okay, and of course, and the finance we need. The finance to be support so that SDG is not only talk about what? It's not only talk about the human. They're also focusing to what? The SDG goal number 8, about the economy. We need the country not only talk about the requirement. We need the country to what? To have a development there. To really have a development. So they put economic growth as one of the goals we have to be met. So if you check about the ESG report from the society, you will see many of the ESG or SDG report, they keep number 8 there because they want to show everyone. I meet a lot of goal, okay, in the goal direction. At the same time, we also can bring our company to become more positive, okay, and aggressive to the market. Okay, and so this is the key element to be shared to you. The last pages here is about the 6th step. Because I'm one of the system management system auditor here. So I always keep this 6th step in my mind. No matter what we do the STI development, no matter what we do in the SDG development or your own company development, we have this 6th step is very important. Please pencil it down. Like for example, 1. When you kick off your project, you have to define your objective and the scope. Very clear. Okay, the scopes have to be see where we're going to start and where we're going to be end. Okay, to make it clear. At the same time, we have to assess the current situation, set the baseline. We have to know where we are. Also, we have to develop the vision, goal, and the target together. Okay, assess the alternative pathway. Okay, to give, the way to let the company, make sure that we're going to be have a good, direction development there. At the same time, we have to be develop the detailed STI for SDG roadmap for implementation. We are not talk and do a lot of proposal for 450 page. We need to what? Implement. We need to implement. We need to following of our objective, of our target, of our follow-up action to implement there. After that, we need what? We need to execute. We need to monitor. We need to find a way to monitor. Okay, we need to evaluate if this is success and update the plan and keep continuous improvement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andy. Please be seated. Okay. Yeah, so may I invite the second speaker? Okay, so Dr. Charles Chen. He's going to deliver a speech about how AI will change our daily lives. And I'm going to give you a brief introduction of Dr. Chen. So Dr. Chen is currently a deputy director in NVIDIA AI Technology Center, Hong Kong. Prior to joining NVIDIA, he worked in Hong Kong Applied Science Technology and Research Institute for Applied Research. He leads the project team of Machine Vision Group to develop deep learning solution for industrial defect inspection. So Charles obtained the bachelor's degree and the PhD degree in applied and computational mathematics from Hong Kong Baptist University. His research focused on computational science, partial diffusion equation, and also computer vision, artificial intelligence. Thank you very much. May I invite Charles to start. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So many youngers here, right? Today I'm going to share with you how NVIDIA is working on this AI technologies, right? Because I'm not expert of sustainability goal and SGD, right? I think Andy is already telling you some information to you. So in this talk, I will separate into two parts. For the first part, I will show you some AI applications, the latest AI applications that NVIDIA is partnering with different companies and is trying to inspire you how to develop your AI models, AI projects for these competitions, and as well as your futures. And the second part, I will talk about something about the metaverse, right? Everyone is talking about metaverse nowadays. So how metaverse can help this SGD development, okay? To get started, because I try to get some videos for you, right? Because videos is because we have many awesome videos, okay?
I am an explorer, traveling across the Atlantic to unlock its mysteries, and back in time to understand the origins of the universe. I am a visionary, bringing sharper focus to researchers. And brilliant clarity to surgeons. I am a healer, making treatments as unique as every patient, and giving new life the chance to thrive. I am a guardian, looking out for dangers around us. And in the depths below. I am a helper, enabling healthier, more sustainable crops. Bringing them to market faster and preparing them for the table. I am a creator, building virtual worlds to help robots learn faster and make our connections stronger. I am even an avatar, and you can ask me any question.
Who made this song?
Ava used artificial intelligence to write this song, and it was recorded by the London Symphony Orchestra. I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA, deep learning, and brilliant minds everywhere.
Yeah, so this video is in fact I extracted this video from one of our technology conference. This is called the GTC this week. Yeah, so you can see there are many different AI applications, right, inside these videos, for some detections, right? For some for healthcare, for metropolis, for smart city, as well as for some space space developments, right? So yeah, because today's the topic is sustainability. So I also try to get some slides, right, for this sustainability. So yeah, as you can see, there's many news, right, in sustainability especially in the telco telecommunications sectors, right? But I'm not going to focus on this because already Andy's already talks about sustainability. I want to focus more on the AI technologies part, right? So here you can see how AI models, right, or AI in different domain can help building different AI models, different AI algorithms to help the ESG, right? So you can see for NLP, and for the NLP stand for natural language processing, and as well as the OCR, the optical character recognitions. So these NLP and OCR technologies can help to do some document process and text-based processing, right? So yeah, because language models are become more and more familiar nowadays, right? So so we can see that, okay, I was like 5 years ago, right? People are working on computer vision problems. But recently, okay, because we have a transformer, one of a very famous language model, and now we have a more transformer-like model such as GPT, GPT-3, and NVIDIA also we call it Megatron. This large, we call it LLM, large language model, can enhance the NLP performance a lot, right? So you can see, okay, so for documents, right, for text-based data, we can use the NLP and OCR to try to digitize everything. And we can also make use of some computation technologies trying to process the satellite and sensoring data. We can use, in fact, previously I have a project with Hong Kong Observatory Department, trying to use the satellite image to detect some gravity wave, because there's many turbulence in the air, right? So the airplane, the pilot, they need to plan the path before the airplane take off, right? So we try to use the satellite image with some filtering technologies as well as the AI technologies to detect the locations of the gravity wave. Okay, so this can help. This can provide many assistance to the pilots a lot. Okay, so yeah. Climate change, right? I know climate is one of your topics in your competitions. So I also want to say something about the climate change that we have done, right, in the community, NVIDIA. So we announced a model we call the ForecastNet. We work with a few weather center and university. The ForecastNet is trying to use the neural network to predict the weather. Okay, try globally. This is a planetary scale model, and trying to build we call the digital twins or digital Earth. This project we call Earth 2. Okay, we want to build a digital Earth so that we can do different simulations on the Earth. Okay. So this is another project that we are working with our partners. We try to use the satellite image to try to detect, okay, try to mitigate the impact of the deforestations, right? Because with the help of AI models, we can leverage the satellite image to detect, okay, or to investigate what is going on the Earth, right? This is another project. We work with these partners. This is similar to the Earth 2 project, but this is another project. But the goal or the objective is similar. We are trying to build different AI models, right, for the weather predictions. But in this project, we try to try to generate synthetic data. Synthetic data is also a very key, okay, a key technologies, I think in the futures, right? I will talk more about what synthetic data and digital twins later, okay? Because if we have some okay, maybe some of you may already heard about we are lacking of data to build AI model. How can we, right, develop the model, right? But if we can get some synthetic data, we can generate some synthetic data, then we can enhance the AI models very, very much, right? Okay, so this is another. This is a videos. Okay, so we showing you how we work on the digital Earth projects.
High-resolution weather simulations, as provided by DKR.
Sorry, there is some technical issues.
High-resolution weather simulations, as provided by DKRZ's icon code, and vast amounts of observational data, allows us to determine the state of the Earth with unprecedented fidelity. But exploring and working with this data can be a challenge. Technologies like the NVIDIA Omniverse ParaView connector allows scientists to interactively analyze weather and climate data in 3D, to combine information from multiple sources and to explore what-if scenarios. This takes us ever closer to a realistic, interactive digital twin of the Earth. Let's look at two examples. In August 2019, Hurricane Dorian developed into a massive Category 5 hurricane, causing over $5 billion in damage in the Bahamas and the southeastern US, with sustained winds of 185 miles per hour. Viewing high-resolution simulations like these integrated forecasting system simulations in Omniverse allows scientists to analyze the behavior of storms such as this in detail, interactively, and in full 3D. This not only aids in understanding the physics of weather systems, but also allows inaccuracies in models to be identified and refined. With the Omniverse ParaView connector, visualization modalities of ParaView, like streamlines, become available within Omniverse, and can leverage the RTX renderer or be fused with data from other sources. These sources can be static, or computed on demand, such as mapping service, surrogate model, or an AI-informed physical model. Here we show AI-based image segmentation of satellite data, which was used to detect flooded areas and to classify land use before and after Dorian hit. The network performing the segmentation can run as a service and be triggered on demand. Once we have interactive access to all this Earth science data, a next step is to play through different scenarios. On-demand evaluation of surrogate models or access to real-time physics engines can help exploring the impact of our actions in this virtual world. With access to real-time physics models as enabled by Omniverse, we can not only explore pre-computed data, but also simulate on the fly. Here, we use real-time fluid dynamics simulation to show the vapor plume emerging from a cooling tower. A user can quickly explore the impact of the plume, depending on the wind conditions or the steam output. Similar models can be used to interactively explore the dispersion of aerosols or contaminants. NVIDIA Omniverse is a powerful platform for massive-scale digital twin simulation. We're excited to see where it takes us next.
Yeah, so you can see that digital twins is one of the very important tools, okay, in the next 5 to 10 years, okay. So you heard the term Omniverse. Omniverse is a platform in NVIDIA allow you to develop your metaverse applications, okay? But today I'm not trying to tell you about the Omniverse. So virtual world are essential for the next era of industry and AI. Facebook, right, now they changed the name to Meta. Meta is trying to building different applications in their metaverse, but their metaverse is different from our metaverse. Our metaverse focus more on digital twins. What is digital twins? We are trying to simulate, doing simulations in a virtual world instead of a physical world. Because if we have a digital twin, let's say a digital campus, we can in some day, right? The senior management try to. There are some ideas want to test something, okay? But if we have a digital twins, then we can do all the simulations, all the testing virtually, okay? Once we get some conclusions, then we execute. But if we don't have that digital twins, then the cost may be very, very large, and then the risk may be very, very high, right? So, yeah, then metaverse, okay? Metaverse, what is metaverse? Metaverse is the next generations of internet. This is a 3D evolutions of the current internet. And metaverse is just a concept. This is not a product. This is not a tools. Say for example, now you want to listen a song or watch a video. You may use YouTube. You may use Netflix, right? But in the future, we are trying to make this. You may use the. You may have a virtual world to attend a concert, a mini concert. You may have a 3D virtual world for online shopping. You may have another virtual world for the online banking transactions and so on and so forth. Metaverse is trying to pulling all these different virtual worlds all together, okay? And And this is the definitions of metaverse. But in NVIDIA's, we are providing the platform to build the digital twins metaverse. What is the key components inside the digital twins is the physics engine. If we don't have physics engine, we cannot build a physically accurate virtual world. Say, for example, the gravity, right? Or some collisions, or some smoke flowing. This kind of physics is very important, right? So here, this is another videos showing you what we are doing in this metaverse, okay? Pay attention, all are fake, not real, but this is very photorealistic. We have a fire engine. We have the engine for simulating the ocean, the water. So you can see there are lots of different scenarios, right, in these videos. Most of them has corresponding physics behavior, right? For example, you seen that there's some simulations for the airflow of a workstations, right? We need to doing some. They are doing some computational Fourier dynamics simulations. We are also making the Earth 2, the digital Earth, for different simulations. We are also building different robots, right, in the warehouse, as well as the autonomous vehicle in the city. Okay. So, virtual world. Digital twins, okay, are very important. We see that this is the next wave of the AI, right? Because as I said, synthetic data generations. If we have a virtual world with physics accurate, that is the digital twins, we can create more synthetic data so that you can enhance your existing AI models. In NVIDIA, we have a tools we call the NVIDIA replicator. We can try to use the replicator to generate as much as possible synthetic data for your AI model training. Okay. So yeah. So for digital twins, it may help you to design your product or your campus, right? They can also help you to operate, okay, your factories, right? Once this is already built. So design, build, and operate. This is the digital train system to simulate the the traffic. The digital city, helping you to plan how to place the 5G stations, right? So on and so forth. All of these are real use case that we work with different partners. We work with Ericsson to plan to build a virtual city for the 5G stations deployment. And Siemens for the energy factories. Yeah, we also work with BMW, Mercedes to build the next generation's autonomous vehicle, right? And yeah, because there's not much time, right, left. Let me show you two more videos. This videos is the last videos that I would like to share. In these videos, we are using the metaverse or the virtual world to build the next generation's autonomous vehicle. Okay.
We are supercharging DriveSim with a neural reconstruction engine to enhance simulation with AI and data captured by the fleet. In a matter of minutes, the neural reconstruction engine can reconstruct a full 3D digital twin of a recorded drive from sensor data. Objects are harvested and reconstructed using AI. Large-scale asset and scene libraries are created from real-world drives. The reconstructed scenes and assets are loaded into Omniverse and are ready to use in DriveSim. Using NVIDIA Drive Map, we can place dynamic objects, such as vehicles, as well as pedestrians.
You can simulate different phenomena, right? Suppose
recorded data can now be turned into fully reactive and modifiable simulation environments for closed-loop testing. New scenarios can be authored using synthetic and harvested scenes and assets. We can generate synthetic ground truth data to train perception networks. These authored scenarios can be used for end-to-end testing, including challenging scenarios. NVIDIA DriveSim, powered by Omniverse and AI.
So this is how we built the autonomous vehicle. And in some days, we hope we can have this driving
Hi, Pavithra.
experience.
You have an event at Plaza de Cesar Chavez Park at 6 p.m. Would you like me to navigate there?
This is the conversational AI models.
Beginning drive pilot.
In fact, this vehicle is indeed in our headquarters, Santa Clara. Okay. So for the past decade, people are working on AI developments, and NVIDIA is, we think that in the next 10 years, right, we are focusing on this metaverse, digital twins, and with the AI help, then we can enhance the capability of the virtual world. We can do different simulations, validations inside the digital world. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of my sharing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Charles. Please be seated. So last but not least, may I invite Dr. Jason Huang to be on stage to give a keynote talk, Boosting AI Research and Development with MySpore. So Dr. Huang obtained his PhD degree in computer science and engineering from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. He is now a senior researcher in the AI Framework and Data Tech Lab in 2012 laboratory in Huawei, and is also the system engineer for MySpore Kit. So he has rich research experience in medical image analysis, XAI, and deep learning. So, Dr. Huang, please.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Yeah, it's happy to see so many young faces here. And today I'm going to share you with about this topic, boosting AI applications with MySpore. And there are lots of AI applications also in Huawei, like auto drive and other medical applications, AI algorithms. But I'm not going to talk these applications in details, but I'm going to share you with, about MySpore, which is a very powerful tool to develop your AI applications. So I'm going to share three sections in today's talk. The first part is about MySpore, and the second part is some research outcomes and application that are developed by the systems of MySpore. And finally, we will introduce you to some applications that have been deployed in the industry by MySpore. So as we know, there are three key factors that have driven AI and deep learning to today's development. And that is data, computation, resources, and algorithm and model. But how are these factors contribute to the AI? Can you guess how much data is accumulated every day in the last year? It's about 2.5 quintillion bytes data. How much is 2.5 quintillion? That is 2.5 million terabyte data. So with such large-scale data, how can we discover the knowledge and the patterns in this data efficiently? We need good computing power and as well as efficient deep learning algorithm to mine those knowledge from the data. And we know that NVIDIA developed a lot of GPU devices that help us to do this job. Huawei also developed ASINs, the efficient computing device to address this challenge. And for the algorithm, we know we have GAN or diffusion models to generate a lot of interesting artworks and the convolutional neural network transformer or LSTM to address the sequential modeling problems. And but there is a key factors that we can combine these three things together. That is an AI framework. You may know PyTorch, TensorFlow, those famous AI framework to utilize the data and develop the algorithm. And with the AI frameworks, we can connect these three elements together. The AI framework uses the computing power and use the data sets and based on efficiently so that we can train and deploy and deep learning models in the real world. And you can imagine if you don't have an AI framework, of course you can still use Python or Java to reproduce an convolutional neural network, but that may work for some toil data. But if you are about to train a model on a terabyte of image or text data, that is not feasible for if you want to do it without an effective AI framework. So what is MySport AI framework? We can see in this figure, MySport AI framework can connect different computing power, including CPU, GPU, and Ascent hardwares, and based on cultivating these different heterogeneous hardwares, we can develop different deep learning models like Transformer GAN and VIT, Vision Transformer, which is famous today. And we also integrate large parts of these deep learning models so that you can directly use this and apply them to different applications like speech recognition, biomedical computing, artwork creation, finance, risk management, and so on. And as there are some challenge topics in this cup, they include some biomedical computing and healthcare. We also provide a lot of deep learning models that can be applied directly to this task. And here is a framework that shows how MySport can be applied to your applications. Besides MySport, there is an element you can see it here is Model Art. Model Art is a platform that you can develop your model quickly with unified APIs. For example, you can apply. You don't have to buy a GPU, a machine, and set up install different packages. You can just go to Model Art and register your account. Then you can open a Jupyter notebook there and directly run different AI models based on MySport on this platform. So this is very convenient to develop your AI applications. And here is a detailed deep learning framework that help implement MySport. You can see that in the lower level, we adopt a lot of optimization and parallel that will help us to run deep learning modules efficiently for data processing and training and validation for different hardware devices, including GPU, CPU, and Ascent. And this implementation are written in C++, so it is effective. And in the high-level interface, we use a Python API to provide the user-friendly interface for your model development. And so there are two modes in MySport. The first mode is static graph mode, and it can provide a high performance outcome because you can set up your different operations in the GPU devices, and another mode is the dynamic graph mode. This mode is more flexible for debugging, and more importantly, you can mix these two modes together to compromise both the performance and flexibility for your own need. And another advantage of MySport is it supports lots of distributed mode. You can run your model and use your data in parallel mode for efficiency. This is very important for processing large-scale data and training large model. For example, we know today there are a lot of famous large-scale model, including GPT-3 birds, and there are Pangu in Huawei that covers different domains, including computer vision, natural language processing, and so on. And these large-scale models are trained using distributed data and computational devices. And MySport provides this kinds of distributed algorithms to help you to train the large-scale models. And as I mentioned before, we can use Model R to use MySport fastly. And Huawei Cloud has provided such a plan for you to use the MySport and develop your applications easily. And here is a few practical samples for you to understand how you can develop your applications with MySport. We can see there are three main modules here: dataset, network, model. And you can create your dataset in a few lines of code, and also construct your network in a few lines of code, then train your model with the provided interface. You can select a different state-of-the-art algorithm in each model. And we also have hosted a challenge in the last year on pathology diagnosis with MySport. In this challenge, students are required to develop an AI solution to automatically detect the lung cancer based on the pathology images. And we provide some tutorials on how to use MySport to solve this challenge. You may scan this QR code to learn more about how we can apply MySport to similar questions. To summarize, with MySport, there are lots of enterprise have used MySport for their applications like finance, healthcare, manufacturing, and e-governments, and so on. And MySport has boosted the research ecosystem as well. There are more than 300 papers published in top conference in recent years that are assisted by MySport. And we also organized a lot of community to help people to use MySport and to boost their research and application with MySport, and formed a lot of special interest groups. And MySport is not only used in China, but also popular today in Europe and America. And we have set a lot of training activities and for enterprise and for schools in different cities to help them understand and use MySport. And okay, for MySport in Hong Kong, we have our department also developed some explainable AI to help AI to become more trustworthy. As we know, for some risk concern scenarios like finance, healthcare, medical image diagnosis, interpretability is very important, and you have to show why the AI model makes such a diagnosis decision. Like if your model say this patient may under the risk of cancer, you must give an explanation and the corresponding evidence to show why the model made its decision. Otherwise, the doctor and the patient would not trust this AI model, and this AI model may fail to be applied. So previously, most of our research work in our group are focused on explainable AI. And there an XAI of which is short for explainable AI, is also now incorporated into a lot of AI development plans in many countries, like in Europe, in China. There are some white papers that announce the requirement of interpretability of the AI model if they want to be deployed in real world. So we can divide XAI method into two parts, two categories. The first category is data-driven XAI method, and data-driven XAI method normally we use the three kinds of method. The first one is global method, the second one is local method, and the last one is instant-based method. As today we have limited time, I'm not going to talk the details about each method, but I'm going to show some interesting outcome when we apply this AI method to the real-world problems. And the second category is the knowledge-aware XAI method. This XAI method is trying to give you the explanation with external knowledge. This knowledge is more understandable by human. Here is one example, which is a research work that is published by us in this year. And in this task, we have an image to be recognized by a computer vision model. But besides the classification result or the prediction result by the model, we also need to provide the explanations for telling users why the model will think this image is a dog or a cat, or make a decision on a disease diagnosis result. Here you can see that in the right figure there are 4 rows, and the first row, the first column, there are 4 columns. The first column is the original image, and the last 2 columns is the 2 algorithms that trying to explain where is the important region that the model think is contributing to the final prediction. And in the traditional method, you can see the attention of the model is very diverse. They are not focusing on the discriminative region of the image. And with the improvement of our method, you can see that now the explanation algorithm learns to know where to look at to make the correct decision. For example, in the second row, you can see that now the model's attention is aligned on the head of this animal, but not the background. And we also develop XAI method to address the financial task. In this task, we need to recommend reasonable finance products to a user. And normally, you may open a bank app and may also receive some recommendation for buying a specific financial product to earn more gain. But this recommendation may not convincing because they don't have enough evidence for recommending you this product. And in this work, we develop a model that can give you precise recommendation and also give you the corresponding explanation in a reasonable way. For example, if we can see here is one result. Let's see. Sorry. So here is one explanation here. Product 1, why do we recommend product X for a user A? Because product X and product 1 has the same prototype, money market fund. Because the user has bought product 1 before, so we recommend a product X here. And this result is achieved by this algorithm called TBNet, and this is an open source algorithm that you can reproduce and you can directly deploy on MySport. And the third word is about how we can evaluate an XAI method, because there is no ground truth of XAI. Explanation is subjective, it's not objective. So how to evaluate XAI method is a very important issue here. And in this study, we have cooperated with the Hong Kong University, the cognitive department in the Hong Kong University, to develop some useful metrics and started to understand how can we evaluate XAI method. Here we propose some cognitive matrix on the explanation goodness, user satisfaction, and user curiosity, and so on. And in this work, we have proposed some effective method to find out the correct to follow the way to determine what is the good explanation. And we also find out there are some based on this study, we also find out there are some AI models that, although they make the right decision, but their logic is wrong. This is called the clever hands phenomenon. For example, the AI models may think this image is a face not because it see the face, it's because it see the water. This is called the clever hands cases. And in this study, we have developed a simple but efficient way to find out those clever hands cases. And you can see this word for details by scanning into this QR code. And we also combine our research outcome in XAI area and integrate it into MySport on a toolbox called XAI. And you can just use this AI method to explain your model's behavior immediately with this toolbox. And it's also very easy to use. It's not only incorporate the popular XAI method, but also integrate the XAI method developed by our group. And also we provide the XAI evaluation method in this toolbox. And we also developed the visualization tools to visualize the explanation. Okay, since the time is limited, I'm going to skip some details. And besides the research, MySport has helped a lot of industrial applications, like ByteDance, Baidu, and Tencent. And we have cooperate with a lot of interactions and companies to help them to develop AI model in different server and for different needs efficiently. And we are also looking for more collaborations to help MySport to be applied in social care scenario. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Jason. We know a good news is that Huawei is happy to open this platform, okay, MySpore, to all the participants in this competition to try your AI system. Okay, so we will email you the details, including some training materials and also more guide how you can use the platform. Okay, so let's come to the last part. So thank you very much again for all the speakers for the very inspiring talk to bring us the background and also applications, platforms that you can employ in your group project. So in the last part, I am going to give you a brief introduction of this competition. So what do you expect to do in this competition? Okay, I'm going to include all the following part. So I'm going to first give you the competition overview, and then followed by the timeline and what you should submit. And after that, we are going to introduce you in detail the judging criteria, plus what are the prize and awards. So we are going to also give you one tip, so how to do the team innovation. So in the end, you can do a free Q&A, okay? So first of all, the overview of this competition. So basically, we are looking forward that you are going to do the following things, okay? So first of all, you need to discover what are the challenges, needs, pain points, okay? And the issues in Hong Kong, our city. And we focus on 4 SDG goals, okay, in this competition. Later on, we show more. And after you discover these challenges of Hong Kong, you are going to work in your team to develop smart solutions using artificial intelligence, okay? Help our city to tackle 1 or more SDGs in this competition. So after you propose a solution, so we expect that you can deliver a prototype of your system. Okay, later on, I have more to introduce what prototype we may expect and also promote your solution. Okay, so basically, these are the things you will do with your team. So actually, no matter globally or locally, we are facing different challenges, right? Ranging from the aging society, pollution, and also the climate change, and also education, the health crisis, etc. So your team will first work on it. So to identify what is the issue, what is the challenge that your team want to focus on in your project. Okay? We cannot have a very overall solution to save the world for everything, but we need to focus on a few of the challenges. Okay? And after that, actually, Andy already introduced the Sustainable Development Goal to you. I believe you have a brief understanding. You may also try to search more information. Okay, so in this competition, we hope that you think global and act local. Okay, so we select 4 Sustainable Development Goals that you may focus. There are number 3, 4, 11, 13. Okay, what are them? Number 3, we have the good health and well-being. Okay, number 4, quality education. Number 11, sustainable city and the community. Number 13, climate action. Okay, bear in mind you may think global, act local. Okay, so you may do more research on these sustainable development goals to focus on one or a few of them in your team. So let me move to the next section. Okay, so what are the timelines and also submission requirement? Actually, we have posted on website. You may always check, okay, double check your submissions. So today is the opening. Okay, we are happy to see your teams are here. And on 7th October, you're supposed to submit a 1-page proposal of your project. In that proposal, we do not expect detailed solutions. Instead, we hope that you identify what is the problem you want to solve, what is the issue you identified. So you may write your problem statement in this proposal. And just tell us your brief idea, okay? no need too much detail of solution yet. So we are going to provide you the way how you are going to submit your one-page proposal. So after that, okay, you are going to prepare other deliverables and continue to work on your solutions. So on 4th November, you expect to submit, okay, a few deliverables, including a 3-minute short video, so an A3 size poster to promote your project, okay, and also a team group photo, as well as a project summary within 100 words. So last but not least, okay, other materials you want to show to the judge. So let me explain a bit more later about this. Okay, let me finish the timeline first. So in the end, after you submit these materials on 4th November, we are going to do a short list. Okay, the judge panels will do a short list, and the selected and the shortlisted team will give a final pitch on 19 November. Okay, so we will have a judge panel in front of you. You are going to give the presentation and demo to the judge panel. So after that, okay, in the end, on 23rd November, that is an award ceremony. Okay, we invite not only the winning team, but also other participants also to celebrate the event and continue our friendship. Okay, so let me introduce a little bit more about the submission for the project shortlisting, okay, because we have some details here. So for this submission for the project shortlisting on 4th November, okay, first of all, what is a 3-minute video? How can I make the video? So actually, this is a video, okay, in any format. So you can introduce your project. So no matter it's a short presentation of your project, or it's any animation, or it's a system demonstration, okay, or it's a storytelling of your idea, role play, or any other way that best demonstrate your project. Okay, so if you implement the idea already, you can also include the system demo in this video. So how about prototype? How about the other materials? Okay, so our judge panel will also consider the other supplementary materials you submitted. So yeah, including but not limited to the following. So prototype, okay, a system prototype. I will introduce more about that later. So some codes, okay, and any technical paper, or any link you want to supplement. For example, a link to the GitHub, a link to the system demo video, etc. Okay, any other materials can best demonstrate your project and impress the judge you can submit, okay, in the other materials. So, but these other materials are optional depending on how much you did, right? So prototype, we know that you may ask, how much should I implement this competition, this system? So actually, prototype can be in different level, okay? Simply speaking, can be some sketch. Or more, let's say, go deeper, we can have the lo-fi and hi-fi prototype, even until you can implement the system in uncertain level. Okay, so any type of prototype welcome, but we highly recommend that you can implement a certain part or even more of your project. So let me give more examples about the prototype. So from up to down, these photos you can see from the simple prototype like storyboard, role-playing, like some Legos, like a desktop walkthrough. These are the simple level of the prototype. Go deeper, okay, you can have more UI and UX prototyping, okay, including using the cardboard and stationeries to build some prototype and to build your user interface of the prototype. And furthermore, okay, if you go deeper, we have implemented the system, okay? So to have the implemented system workable version that to let users try to test and to improve your system, okay? So actually, we are welcome any level of the prototype, but once again, we highly recommend that you can implement your system as much as you can. Okay, so we are looking forward to see a system demo if you have. So next one, judging criteria. Okay, there are 4 categories of judging criteria in this competition. First one, okay, solution and technology. So we are going to look at how innovate is your AI, okay, is your solution. So also, how well did you employ AI into your solution? So the second category is called feasibility. So we evaluate how realistic to execute your idea, okay, in our city. And talking about the different aspects like technical, economical, ethical point of view, etc. So category number 3, okay, potential impact to the society. So we hope that your project can bring positive impact to individuals and the whole society. So how is the potential impact you can bring? Okay. So the last category is relevance to Hong Kong, because some of the solution can work in Hong Kong, some can work in other cities. But here we focus on Hong Kong challenges, right? So we will evaluate how well does your solution tackle the challenges and issues in Hong Kong, our city. Okay, so these are the 4 judging criteria. We are going to score your project looking at these categories. So furthermore, prize, happy time. So in this competition, we have 2 categories. Okay, so secondary student category and the tertiary student category. So for each category, there is a champion, 30K Hong Kong dollar. First runner-up, 20K Hong Kong dollar cash. And also the second runner-up, 10K Hong Kong dollar, okay, for each category. And also for each category, there is one Best Innovation Award and also Best Social Impact Award, and 5,000 respectively. On top of that, for the second school category, we have Future Star of AI Award, okay, 5,000 Hong Kong dollar. For the university student category, we have Best AI Implementation Award, which is 5,000 Hong Kong dollar. Okay, so yeah, all these are the awards waiting for you to get. So work hard and enjoy the teamwork. So let's give you, this is my last slide to give you a tip for your team innovation. Okay, so we know that no matter how good is the technology, the most important is the user-centric. If it's really tackling the challenges of Hong Kong, right? If it's really helping the people in our city, helping the environment in our city. So we recommend you to use the user-centered methodology to approach your project, such as you can use design thinking. Okay, so first you may understand the user's pain point. You go empathize, okay? You do empathy towards your stakeholders, your users, understand their pain point, put yourself into their shoes to understand their needs. So secondly, you need to focus, okay? Maybe you find a lot of challenges, problems, but maybe you have to focus on one or at most a few of them, okay? That is your priority. That is your identify the problem that you want to solve. You define your problem statement. And third, okay, so your team members start to brainstorm, start to ideate what can be the alternatives, what can be the solutions. You build on each other, you learn from each other also. Okay, so to propose different solutions. Next one, you can prototype, okay? Use the low cost and fast way to prototype your idea to show to the potential user to do the testing. Okay, to do the testing and also improve your system again with their comments. So you may try to use this approach to be used in your project. Okay, so last but not least, you can do iteration. Okay, any moment you can go back and forth in order to find the optimal solution in the end to submit. Okay, yeah, that's all. So now it's the open Q&A time. So do you have any question that you want to ask? Yeah, our helper will give you the microphone.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah, please.
So, actually, I cannot find any partners, but is it possible for me to complete the competition with a one-man group? One-man
Yes,
team?
actually, we welcome all people to join. Okay, on one hand, teams already registered. But on the other hand, we still have a few students want to enroll, but they didn't find the partner. So after the event, okay, after event today, we will help you to identify some other group members. So they enrolled as individual like you. And we can try to see if it's possible for you to build a team to work together. Okay. In this competition, we also hope to see the new friendship and a new kind of inspiration from you. Okay.
Are there
Don't
any
worry.
networking session you get arranged for?
So actually, because this competition, we start from register team by team, right? So team-based registration. So we do not provide the network session for the big audience to do the team formation because they already register as a team. But for these individuals, we can help you to facilitate some group discussion among you to see if it's possible that you form a team to do your project.
Okay, so maybe I could seek you for help after.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for the question. Okay, more questions?
Talk, and there are three questions that I would like to ask. First one is about the video length. Is it okay to be exceeding the 3-minute limit for a little? Let's say 10 seconds. So will I be disqualified if I exceed that? And the second question is that for a poster, do you expect an academic poster or a poster with more illustration? And as for the shortlisting date, by which day will I know that if my team is going to be shortlisted or not? Yeah, will I even receive a message if my team is not shortlisted? Thank you.
Thank you very much for the three questions. So first question for the poster, for the video, okay? So we expected to have the 3 minutes video. And you ask if it's 10 seconds more or a little bit more, is it disqualified? Actually, it's okay, if it's not too much long. But try to control the 3-minute video around 3 minutes. And if you have additional video, for example, if you have the system demo, that is longer. You record the screen and you have longer video. You can put into the additional other materials, okay? We will also consider that material. The judge panel will also review that. For the 3-minute video, try to keep it on time. For the other things, you can keep in the other materials. And second question is about the poster. So the poster, we hope that you have the demonstration including what social problem you want to tackle and what is your solution. Try to impress the audience, public audience, instead of too much technical. Right? If you have technical elements, you are welcome to include in the other materials like technical paper, like some codes, okay, these system architecture you can include into the other material. But for the general poster A3 size, try to make it more impressive, like a publicity for your project to let people be impressed, okay? Yeah, and the third question is about after shortlisting, how long you will get the result, and how can you get the result, right? I believe all of you are very looking forward to get the result. So after the shortlisting, actually before the final presentation, so at least 1 week before the final presentation, we will let you know the result, because this time our competition is really popular. We have a lot of registrations. Okay, we believe the workload for the judge panel is also a bit high, and they are also very careful about each of your project. They want to spend time on each of your project to evaluate, right? So give them a little bit time. So at least 1 week before the final presentation, we will inform you, okay? And also we will inform you by email. So you are going to be invited to give the final presentation, okay? So did I answer all your questions? Okay, thank you very much. More question, please? Yeah, microphone over there, here, yeah.
Hello, thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask is some of our team members, they have finished university last year and they are overseas right now. So we are participating in territory university part. So can our members be like not students but already like finished? Is it okay for them to participate as well as a team member?
So you mean they graduated already?
Yeah.
Okay, how long did they graduate?
Last year.
Last year. This question, we need to think about it because we open to students that are now currently in the study. Okay. So let's answer your question a bit later.
Okay.
So we may have consideration of this kind of special situation. At this moment, okay, I can answer that it's open to the students who are studying at this moment. And after this session, our committee will do a careful consideration and see if there is any consideration or answer to your situation, okay?
So yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, over there are a few questions.
Okay, so when you were talking about the focus, you said something like, think global but implement local. And my question is, in some cases, there's a problem, it's a global problem, but it might not be particularly useful here in Hong Kong. Let's say language barrier. It's not, there is a little bit, but not very particular here in Hong Kong. So I would assume that that means you shouldn't focus on those kinds of cases. That's one. And then number two is it possible that if you develop a solution and you're presenting it, is there any need to extend it to outside Hong Kong? Like if the solution is feasible in Hong Kong, and because we're thinking global, do we need to include the possible extensions outside Hong Kong in our project?
Okay, yeah, thank you for your question. You are really visionary. Okay, so talk about think global and act local. So actually, how to know if it is really a need and issue in Hong Kong? Actually, the best answer can be from your user, right? If you find a group of users in Hong Kong, you find such existing barriers, language barriers in Hong Kong, that will be a need in Hong Kong, right? And it's depending on your user study, how you get this information, who you interviewed, where did you get the information, right? So talk about language barriers, inclusion, diversity, I believe also a topic in Hong Kong, right? So it depends on which group of users you want to focus. And then talk about the second question, talk about in future, would you like to extend the solution to other part of the world? So at this moment, in this competition, we will judge for the feasibility of Hong Kong. But we are happy in future if you extend this project to other places with some changes to adapt to other contexts. Okay? But in this competition, for the judging criteria, we look at Hong Kong feasibility. Okay? But you are in future very welcome to extend your project. I believe we will be a change maker in the world. Yeah, other questions?
Okay, thank you. Maybe some of my teammates will study online this year. So I wonder if some of my teammates have to be in Hong Kong in person, or they can collaborate online. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your question. Is about if the team member studying in other universities outside of Hong Kong, if you can collaborate. Definitely yes. Okay, so this competition open to the global talents who are studying in the university or schools. So in this kind of combination, you are a team like with a hybrid mode, right? Some of you are in Hong Kong like you, some of you from other universities outside of Hong Kong. You definitely can collaborate as a team to develop your project. And in the end, if you are selected, okay, we will arrange your team presentation in a hybrid mode, like some of you are here, some of you are online. Yeah, that's very welcome. More questions?
Thank you. My question is if some professor or other academic staffs are involved in our project, for example, they give some ideas, and if my project is supported by one of the academic program, supported financially by a program offered by my university, so I wonder whether I can put their names or put the program name in the acknowledgement, or is there any a place for example, add my professor's name in order to acknowledge their effort in my projects. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, students, you are very welcome to seek advices from your professors, from industry, okay, from any other external parties that can provide you the insights. So to acknowledge these people who give you guidance, I suggested that you can put their names in your poster, in your video, okay, to acknowledge their assistance or their guidance to your project. Okay, so that's very welcome. If you have any teachers or any professors, industry expert give you advice, that are very welcome, because that will help you to develop your project further. Okay, thank you for the question. More? More questions?
I would like to ask if our project has been submitted to other external competition, and can we use our project to submit to this competition, or we have to use a new idea or new project in this competition? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. I think this time of things is very normal in the competition. Okay, so like you are developing a project, you identify different competitions, and then you submit the project to different competitions. So in this competition, we do not exclude. Okay, we accept the project even if you already submitted to other competition. So in this project, you can also develop further according to the judging criteria. I believe it's also another chance for you to enhance your project. Right? Thank you. Any more questions? More questions? So my colleagues, do you have any supplements about the explanation? Okay. Yeah, more questions? No questions? By the way, if you have further questions later, okay, you can anytime contact us by email. We are going to answer you very soon. Okay, so last but not least, I wish you a very good teamwork and a success in your project. Thank you very much today. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.